Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is the game War in the Pacific Admits Edition. This is my play-by-email match against KilRoy. He's the commander of the Allied forces, and for me it is the Emperor of Japan. This is scenario 1 on the game version 27B with the extended map. We arrive at the 21st of June 42. These days are all very short, inactive. So let's see if there's any event plopping up, engagement, surprise. Looks like a very quiet night again. And also no daylight engagement. Now I search and scout and find some ships at the Marshall Islands. But nothing else. So I can only continue with my bombardment on non-channel. Creating more casualties on the Chinese. And this is the rest of the British Rangoon army. Hudson's trying and disabling also some units, but too little, too late. So my mixed brigade is now south west of Townsville, trying to win this crossroad, and I was successful. Great River belongs now to Japan, and this was maybe the base where KilRoy operates his air force out of. Maybe he will not expect it here that I win, not so sure, but at the end this was a victory. So I control the hexes here around and closing in Townsville. No, the highway, the coast highway is still open, of course. So if I want completely surround the Australian forces in Townsville, I must also take this base. But this is only bombardment of Nansha. not very active again. Still a lot of aircraft getting destroyed for the Allies. Mostly ops losses, but ops losses are in this case I think on the ground. Still not 100% sure why they're not ground destroyed and ops destroyed. Anyway, they're not more on the map at least. Yeah, there was no change in China, only bombardments, and also the same in Burma. So everything is secured, everything is stable. I will not go for India, but I control Ceylon. So what I want more, I control all of the Dutch East Indies, Indies, and plus Darwin. And I try to also get here Townsville under control so that I have here northeast of Australia later on. If this is all done, I will think about this if I maybe try a march on Brisbane. But I think latest if you come here, Rockhampton maybe? I don't know. Then the game trigger, I think, auto support for Australia and more additional forces spawn. Reinforce the Australian defense army. And I'm not so sure, I only read about this, I never saw it. The rest is static, nothing really to discuss. Yeah, so KilRoy lost his town here. Not much industry here, little resources, not that this really matters. I destroyed the air force he operated. Here was the airfield, but now it's broken. Okay. I would normally end here. I can maybe, because I never really did this, you can maybe think about this the production. We won't need to get an overview because I just checked for in Vince's game his production and compared to my industry output, and I was thinking maybe this is still not so clear to understand. So this is my engine production, engine and A&D production. This is always together. And I try to keep here my pool numbers over 500 if possible. But I even have sometimes too little. In this game I even still not produce enough engines. Normally it's engines you can really better have never enough, I would say. So, oops, not this one. So, aircraft and engine production. And then you can see my pool numbers. Or maybe like this. I don't know what is better. This is better. In pool? Oh yeah, maybe like this. So here you can see that my H35, I have 800 in pool. And I produced 21 air engines per day. This is my daily, this is the daily output. And that is the production so far in this month. And this would be the rate per month. Problem is only you don't have a counter for production overall. It would be interesting to see how many engines I ever produce in this game. But this is not possible to see. So, but I can see that I used in this game up to now 1609 engines. And you can also see that I have minus 192 nades. This is related to I give this airframe back to the pool because I don't really use them. I replaced a lot of my fighter air wings from nade to Oscar, so I create more and more pool numbers only by changing the airframe. Same for other airframes. What you cannot see is here. I produce also this B5N1 Kate. Here's a N2 Kate and this is a B5N Kate. You can see that I produce them both. There's an amount of engines, Nakayama Hikari engines you have. I think you start with 150 maybe at the start of the game. You can normally consume them because no other airframe really needs this engine, so I like to produce some of this Kate 1, you can call it. Yeah, not much more to see, only here's some numbers and how many I really consumed. So of course the H-35 is always the number one engine for a long time because Oscar needed, Zero needed, Bomber need this. This is really the most important engine. And the H-34 is important if you want to go for Tojo and Helens. If you skip both of these airframes, you don't need them at all. Good, enough for today. Take care, bye bye.